Students come into my class, and I teach two classes at Temple, Poetry as Performance and Poetic Ethnography, that specifically deal with performance poetry. And they come from across the university, some writers who have been writing for a long time, others who just like it and want to try it. And I try to get them first to do what Larry was talking about early on before we came on air, to tell the truth. And you can't really tell the truth unless you can't tell the truth unless you open up and tell the truth about yourself first. And so there's a whole series of exercises that I make the students go through so that they can fellowship with themselves. We have mirror exercises, and I know the folks, they're gonna say something about that, because in the room that I teach, in Barton Hall, there's a wall of mirrors. And I would make the students go all the way up to the mirror until their nose was about like this, and then force them to look at themselves, sometimes for the first time. Don't look away, don't look at your partner, look at you. From the eyebrows to the hair follicles, to the pimples, to the nose, to the chin, to the mouth, to the neck, to whatever makes you who you are. And now talk about that individual that you see in the mirror. Who is the you in the mirror? That's just one. They have to do at least 3 or 4 mirror exercises in the very beginning of the semester. And that's one of the ways that they begin to explore their own identity. And from there, we sort of spread out. I've been charged to do this, I think, by great writers like Sonia Sanchez, so that there will always be jellies or griots, for those of you familiar with the African tradition. The keepers of the oral history, the keepers of those stories, those snapshots, those photographs. I think that what we do as performance artists is akin to visual anthropology. And fortunately, I've been lucky enough to teach, or not teach, persuade the theater department into thinking in a like mind. And I don't know, I think it's been a success. I've got performance poets all over the country now who have replicated this model in high schools and in colleges. I have stars on television and stars of radio. I have individuals who fly back and forth across continents over the big pond and do it in Poland and the UK and Russia. And I've got folks who take little children and give them voice back when they're told no almost all the time. And then I have individuals that go into the prisons and deal with a different population who are oftentimes denied the ability to tell their own story. And that's been very rewarding, that I'm contributing to the next generation of performance artists. I hope that when it's all said and done, that I'm remembered for loving words and for teaching individuals to love words. I've got some wonderful people here with me. Some students of mine who have now graduated and gone on to do wonderful things. And these people have great careers, and yet when I call them on the phone or send them an email, they come back flying from New York and all points west. And I want to introduce you to some of them. So I think they did rock, paper, scissors. And first up, I'm going to call her by her stage name. Ladies and gentlemen, T.S. Hawkins.
Thank you. That's blood, sweat, and tears. Hi, everyone. This piece is new, and that was a caveat, and that's it. Okay. It's called Time Gone By. Mr. Softy never ran train on innocence, not ever peddling sour milk to sweet dreams and summer chimes sublime with assurance, just in case. Just in case mother's memory signed memory with shredded nipped naivete, and despite furloughed pastimes run to Pavlov's commands because the solution is always rainbow flavored. Back in the day, joy only cost $1, and propaganda couldn't make the cut. We tasted change one lick at a time, riddled only by the jokes on sticks, quick, before they catch you enjoying yourself. Complete your delight, dap your lactating beard, and go. You mustn't have fun here no more. Now, we taste change. One lick at a time, one slap and a rhyme where sticks and stones break your bones because your pride is too shy to fight them. Mash emotions in a bowl where the good book has blacked out recipes with ingredients that are only used to pedestal a slippery soapbox of a 6-box gaveling world. And we wonder if there were really ever good old days, where the tune in the joke box was the tune that everyone needed to hear. We wonder why we played rhythms that transcended gendered, boogie nights in Funky Town where deodorant skipped our minds and we smelled freedom in armpits unknown. Humanity felt like this. Humanity felt like this. Humanity felt like the solution was always rainbow flavored. We promenaded with hues different from our own, and no one questioned the Rome until now. Where only 14 states care that you're queer, 36 Commonwealth your taxes view you half a man, and your right to vote is an amended pinky swear. How dare they? How dare you sit and grit, moan and twitch that this is how it always was, always be? Where was the you that lived like no one was watching? He walked home that night. That night, he couldn't make it home. Armed with candy and tea, he found guilty of just existing, and she and her dress unknown. That lust came to roost, noosed her inadequacies, one thrust at a time, chalk outlines blueprint that she exhaled here once. Where neighbors pretend that she and he were the tree in the woods that no one could hear. Click. Like Instagram, pin interests, face the book and never open one, forgetting that power rests in our fingertips, lips. We just browse to be less informed, ignorant. An information station abused, demarcation, segregation, cropped in twitted feeds, fueling history that can't be passed if it's presently provoking me. Mr. Softy never ran train on innocence. Not once ever peddling sour milk to sweet dreams and summer chimes sublime with assurance, just in case we forgot that joy only cost $1 and that the solution is always rainbow flavored. Thank you.
But now we're going to involve the audience. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to ask T.S. and Nina to come up here with me because, first of all, I just have to have my girls with me. That's just number one. But you know, we kind of talked a little bit about this process, and so I get to ask you some questions now. Okay. So, other than the mirror piece,
yes.
So you guys stay there.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm over here.
Okay.
Other than the mirror piece, what was the one assignment that you absolutely hated?
Sing Queen.
Okay. Sing Queen, and you're going to tell me why. And then, but first we're going to I think I know what Nina's is.
Which one do you think it is?
Because you told me in the radio station once.
Which one was it?
You made us read Audrey Lorde, and I didn't read her, but I just pretended I did.
No!
And then you went back. Yeah. Yes, you did.
And so here's the funny thing about that is that I wrote a piece called "Poetry's Not a Luxury" after I read.
After you read it, but you had an assignment and you did not. Right.
On blast.
On blast.
Yeah. I mean, probably the ABC poem was not my favorite. The A to Z poem. I mean, I think I called mine like Aqueous Skookum or something like that, just because you have to like name all of the different ones. I mean, that one it was not my favorite, but yeah, that was probably that.
Why the cinquain?
Dude, it's a cinquain.
Yeah, but tell me what? Why?
Because it's like, okay, you have like a verb, and then it's like build on the verb, but don't use the verb, and then like 4 more of the same verb that's almost a verb, and I was like, no.
but now when you were teaching students, especially the younger
younger ones,
the cinquain and the acrostic are probably the
first ones,
right?
Yeah.
See, give me my props.
Yeah.
We're not saying
my
you're
five.
wrong.
Give me my 5. Thank you.
I'm not saying that you're wrong. It's just I mean, I give them the caveat. I don't like cinquain, so but you have to do it because I had to do it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Now, what was your absolute favorite?
My absolute favorite was Villanelle.
Really?
I like the
Because
Villanelle.
the repetition and you get to make a chorus out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And not the song poems. Because I think
I
in
got
my
picked
class,
on.
you found your voice.
I did find my voice, but it was at the belly of the ship. And everyone else was doing like country and like rock,
Okay,
and
so
then
you have to give them at least one chorus so that they can hear this belly of the ship voice, because they don't really know what we're saying. You got to do it. Come on.
Yeah. For the record, though, the Villanelle was my favorite too. I think. Yeah. I really enjoyed the Villanelle. I don't know why.
And I fought Sonia when she made us do it, but I love the Villanelle. So yeah, it works. Come on up there.
Ain't gonna let nobody turn me round, turn me round, turn me round. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me round. Gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up the King's Highway.
Now, and then there's poetry that intersperses in between those chorus. Now, do you see what we mean by the belly?
The belly.
Am I wrong? I mean, okay. So I would give the students an assignment, so that the first time they had to do a song poem, the chorus had to repeat at least 3 times, but you could pick something from popular culture if you wanted to. But then the second time, you had to create both your own poem and song. And before you knew it, we had songwriters in the class. These folks on stage, and I'm telling you, they wow audience all the time. These are just a few of my babies. I have so many babies since 1998, but I love what I do. And I'm standing on the shoulders of those that came before me, and I'm holding up beautiful women who are standing on my shoulders too. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Poetry is performance. We go one more time. 2, 4, 8.